It's holiday time in our all-American city, and now that you've decked the halls, made your list, and checked it twice, it's time to get going on the shopping. On today's show, I'll talk with Economic Development Director Charles House about our Shop Dine District and how important it is to shop locally. Gary Thomas, the General Manager of Westland Shopping Center, will be here to talk about how the mall fits into your holiday shopping plans. Then Phil Kassa from Heartland Market will talk us through some great holiday party hosting tips and how they can help make any gathering special. You're watching the holiday edition of In the W. He's focused on business and economic development here in our all-American city, and he shared with our residents an update on the latest developments at our recent State of the City address. Joining me on In the W is the City of Westland's Economic Development Director, Charles House. Charles, welcome to In the W.
Thanks for having me, Mayor.
So y'all rested up after our they called it an epic State of the City,
Yeah.
2.5 hours. And all the department heads had a chance to kind of talk about all the great things, and I thought you did a good job. So what was your takeaway?
Not having been part of a State of the City before, I can't really say whether it was long or short, but I was glad to be part of it. It was great to learn that, or share some of the things that I've been working on, but also to hear about things that the other department heads were working on as well.
Some of the feedback I've gotten from residents now that it's starting to air on WLND is that they all say that, man, Charles gets to work on all the fun stuff, the reimagining Ford Road, the City Center project, all the ribbon cuttings and stuff. So, I think there was a lot of excitement around those projects, and I think it's going to spill over to the new year.
Yeah, I agree with the residents. It is fun stuff, and I'm glad to be part of it. I think in 2019, speaking of spilling over into the next year, I think there's going to be, that much more excitement about some of the fun things that we've talked about and that I did share on as part of the State of the City. So, 2019 I think is going to be, safe to say unmatched for the City of Westland.
Well, we're looking forward to it, and before we get to 2019, we're right smack dead in the middle of holiday shopping season, and there's been a lot of excitement now that the City of Westland's annual Shop and Dine campaign now is in full stream, and you want to talk a little bit about that?
Yeah. So as far as part of promoting shopping in the city, we've got quite a bit of advertising and marketing that's been that should be airing, or if it hasn't already. Hopefully, the residents have seen promotions on media, newsprints. There's going to be radio. There's billboards. A lot of things to drive customers and business here in the City of Westland. So that should be in place now, and should help to drive business and customers for all the various businesses in the city.
It's exciting. It's something we've been doing now for several years, and I think in any marketing campaign, you got to stick with it to kind of build that brand.
Yeah.
In your background, Charles, working in the shopping center industry and commercial real estate, do you think that the things that we're doing promoting, Westland as a shopping destination, you think that kind of stuff works?
I do. I think that when you have the regularity of those types of activities, I think that people start to look forward to that, on an annual basis. They know that it's going to happen. So, it almost becomes part of a tradition, to go into their local place to shop and spend their money, in the neighborhood with local businesses. And we've got all those things, so with the type of stores that we have in this area, we not only have local, we've got all the national guys too. So, there's really no reason for people to leave and spend their dollars anyplace else.
Well, with the holiday break, a lot of folks are going to be, their children will be out of school. Are there any places you'd recommend that they visit here during the holiday?
Well, the easy choices are the stores, right? But when you're out with the family, it's always great to take a break, stop, grab something to eat. There's the Anna's Restaurant. There's Aubrey's Pizza. You know, there's a great time of the year to go with the family and take in a movie. We've got MJR theaters. And if you're really ambitious, you can go to some place like Airtime Trampoline. I mean, think about it. You know, you and your kids bouncing around on the trampoline. I mean, that would be great, wouldn't it?
We certainly spend quite a bit of time there, and that's definitely one of the most popular places in the Shop and Dine District.
Yeah, yeah.
But you know, when you continue to see new restaurants open up, I think Westland really has probably an underrated emerging restaurant scene. You know, we have a lot of new ethnic restaurants opening up, a lot of small mom and pop places, and of course the big chains. And Anna's House, I think, continues to get rave hits is perhaps the best brunch place in Western Wayne County.
Yeah, the times I've been there, it's always packed, and you always get a good product as well.
Well, Charles, we talked about kind of spilling over into 2019. So, you know, with your department, economic development, you know, what are some of the things you're going to be working on in 2019?
Well, there's two big projects that I'll be working on in 2019. One is the Reimagine Ford Road, which you mentioned earlier, which is going to be, again, huge undertaking, not just for the city of Westland, but I'd say for all of Wayne County. We're talking about the potential of 120 acres that's going to be contiguous. And I'd challenge anybody to find, you know, a better location, not only in Wayne County, but, you know, easily in the state and maybe in the country as far as an opportunity for, you know, a mixed-use development. So that's one. The other piece of that is going to be a little bit more challenging, a different type of project, which will be in the tax increment finance district here, where the Shop and Dine District is located. Well, and the reason I say this a little bit more challenging is because different than the Reimagine Ford Road project, where there's fewer owners in control of the different land in the Tifa area. We've got a lot of different businesses. We've got a lot of different property owners. And I think, you know, as a city, what our goal there is going to be is to help those various property owners imagine what needs to happen next and kind of guide them in that direction as far as how that area is going to evolve. So that's you know, it's going to be very fun. It's going to be very challenging, but I think the results will be worth it.
All right. I know you teased a potential big development in the Michigan Avenue Merriman District, and you also talked about the potential new development of the Eloise site. So it looks like you're going to stay pretty busy in 2019. Yeah,
I'll stay pretty busy, and hopefully I'll be able to stop teasing in 2019 about those two projects and be able to have. Well, the Eloise project is less of a tease, obviously, because that's going to be a 106-room independent adult living facility. The Michigan and Ford Road, the Michigan and Merriman project, I'm not in a position to speak about right now, but hopefully in the next 30, 45 days, we'll have something more to talk about that. But yeah, 2019 is going to be a lot of fun.
All right. So you mentioned the City Center project, which is we're basically talking about the Shop and Dine District, which it's always been our central business district. Do you think there's anything about that district that is unique maybe from other cities, or maybe any challenges that are going to make your work a little bit more difficult?
Yeah, I think what's unique about it is the ability to connect. We're in 2019, going forward, we're in a position to try to connect, civic uses with public uses and private uses in a way that can really, again, set us up for the next 20, 30 years. Again, the example that we've set with transforming a Circuit City into a city hall, and some of the other buildings that were previous uses, and then reimagining those into something else, is going to, I think, put us in a really good position as far as kind of being very cutting edge from a city center position.
Oh, very good. And the last thing is, so at a recent event here at City Hall for Deck the City Halls, there was a lot of talk and excitement about the new wayfinding signs that are starting to be installed around the city, and those are the beautiful blue signs that are. They're kind of directional signs that point you through the city. Can you talk about why signs like that are important, and maybe what one of our goals were?
Yeah, so there's 26 signs that are going to be going up around different areas in the city, and the goal there is to facilitate people getting where they want to go. So hopefully the residents have seen the signs beginning to go up. We're not quite finished yet, but we've made real progress towards putting those signs in the ground. But the objective is for ease of people finding out where they need to go. where if they want to come to City Hall and they're on Ford Road, making sure that they know how to get there. If they need to get to the library, providing them with direction to get there as well. And then also gateways into the city, so that people, when they know when they arrive in the city of Westland. We had nice signs before, we've got nicer signs now, and I think that just is reflective of what we want to do overall from a city standpoint. So as we upgrade various things around the city, it's obviously important to make sure that we're consistent throughout every aspect of it. So giving people ease of access and direction is going to be part of that.
I think the one thing that they've really done is I think that they're very classy.
Yes.
And they look really
very
sharp.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of people forget sometimes how many visitors come to Westland. As
Right.
we market the Shop and Dine District, we're kind of marketing as a destination. So we're going
Right.
to have visitors come as the city continues to grow and as we continue to attract new businesses. I think that it's not necessarily we need to show everybody where the library is at. I think most of our residents understand that, but
the visitors don't.
But the visitors, and plus just that overall package that we're starting to bring to the city. With all of our new development, you see us kind of taking it to the next level
Right.
of amenities. The City Hall was built to a certain standard. Our landscaping is a certain standard now.
Absolutely.
Our signs are a certain standard.
Right.
So at the end of the day, I think we're just trying to raise the level of aesthetics throughout
Absolutely.
the city, and they've been very well received. So
Yes.
I'm excited. They look great.
Yep.
And thank you for your work on that project, and also the two projects that are going to keep you busy next year, the reimagining Ford Road in the city center.
Yep,
So
absolutely.
keep up
My
good
pleasure.
work.
Thank you. I appreciate it, Mayor.
All right, we're going to take a short break, and when we return, the Westland Shopping Center is going to be the topic of discussion. You're watching In the W. Happy holidays. I'm Westland Mayor Bill Wild. I'm at Westland Shopping Center to invite you to shop Westland this holiday season. With over 100 retail stores and over 60 restaurants, Westland really does have everything you want and everything you need. Westland is proud to partner with Westland Shopping Center and offer you a chance to win a $5,000 shopping spree on December 15th. Visit citywestland.com for more information and join us here at Westland Shopping Center on December 15th starting at 10 a.m. for your chance to win. Even before Westland was a city, the shopping center has been a focal point in our city. To talk with us about the holiday season at the mall is Gary Thomas, General Manager of Westland Shopping Center.
Thank you, Mayor. It's a privilege to be here.
Well, welcome to In the W.
Well, this is my first time on in the W.
How's things going at the mall? You guys ready for the big shopping season?
We've been ready. We've got ready all summer. We restriped our lot, our parking lot, and now that people can park better than last year when we were here. Traffic is up,
Yeah.
both in the parking and in the mall. We have a new restaurant coming in very shortly, hopefully be before Christmas, Crispy's. Going to be selling fried chicken and some fish.
Well, that'll be nice.
Oh, that's going to be great. So we got some other projects working. I can't talk about them right now, but I want to make sure everything's working out.
All right. Well, the mall looks great, and I know that that you worked hard this summer to really whip it into shape, and the parking lot looks great. I know you've added additional lighting, and the one thing that I think really separates our mall from some of the other areas, from some of the other malls, is there's great parking, and no matter where you park at the mall, you're not that far from the entrances. So I know it's exciting. I know Santa's at the mall now. So if folks want to take the young ones over to see Santa, what are his hours?
Santa's going to be there from noon to 9 o'clock every day for pictures. I mean, Cherry Hill's there taking pictures. We got some very good packages for the pictures. So stop on out anytime.
All right, well, that's been a tradition here in the All-American City for a long time, so we're excited to see Santa back in town, and you know, with the holiday season upon us now, anything as far as maybe extended shopping hours or anything that we want to make sure our shoppers know about?
Extended shopping hours start this weekend. Friday we're open till 10, Saturday open till 10, and Sunday we're open till 7.
Okay.
And then the following week, the week before Christmas, we're open till 10, Monday through Friday, and Saturday, and then 8 o'clock on Sunday.
All right.
And we open up an hour earlier each day too, to
Well,
accommodate the earlier shoppers.
the one thing that we tell everybody is that when you're ready for holiday shopping, Westland really does have everything you want and everything you need. You've got all the big stores. They all got the place looking great. Kohl's is hopping. JCPenney's is hopping. Sears was packed the other day when I was there, and all the other stores. So this really is truly, you can come and probably get something for everybody in your shopping list at one location.
Oh yes, I mean, Kohl's, JCPenney's, and even Sears. Since Toys R Us closed here,
Yeah.
they have increased their toys considerably. Kohl's has a numerous amount of toys. JCPenney's now has Disney apparel and Disney toys. So, I mean, if you need a toy for your child, please come to Westland Shopping Center and see Kohl's or JCPenney's or Sears.
Yeah, absolutely. And I know that I have 2 young daughters, and all they talk about is Sephora. They talk about Ulta, and so they always tell me, they said, Mom doesn't want us using her makeup, so now we can have our own. So they've got quite a bit of on their shopping list for those 2 stores, along with Charming Charlie's too.
Oh, both those stores are great. I mean, they're relatively new, and Charming Charlie's and Ulta's just went through a little remodel, a little cosmetic remodel, more electrical, more lighting, so that you can actually see all the makeup and everything that they have. My wife loves that place too.
Well, it's certainly great, and I know Victoria's Secret is still one of the big highlights of the mall. I know they do very well, and they're totally decked out for the holiday season.
Yeah, every holiday season, Victoria's Secret it just does great all the time. And every day they're doing good. They got a great staff in there too.
All right. So if someone's planning a trip to the shopping center, they can pretty much spend a whole day here in the Shop Dine District. So you have any tips for them?
Well, you can spend a whole day. You can go to Ashley's, which is part of the mall also, and have a nice lunch or dinner.
Yeah.
Or beverage if you want one. Inside the mall, we have Top Dogs. You have hot dogs. He has other condiments that you could use. There's just a lot you can do. You can go through there and walk and see some of our carts, see Santa. And just make a day of it.
Yeah, absolutely. And there's always something to do for the little ones too. When we were recently over there shooting some commercials, and I want to talk about those before you leave, is I noticed there's a train that goes through the mall, and the little ones can actually ride the train while Mom and Dad are doing a little bit of shopping.
Yeah, we do have a train that goes through the mall and hoots the horn and everything. Kids love it, and that's located just down there in Center Court. And also we have a play area that accommodate young children and everything. People can come down there. All we do is ask that supervision be there.
Yeah.
Sometimes people tend to want to go shopping and they'll send a little one. And it just happens. But
All right. Well, it's certainly a lot of fun, and I know that there's a lot of talk now about people shopping on the internet. But the one thing about Westland Shopping Centers, it's more than just going to a store. It's the experience. Like Gary talked about, there's all this great stuff going on. There's all the stores, and you don't see all that stuff. I mean, when you go on some of those big internet shopping sites, they don't have a lot of the individual things that you can only get at Westland Shopping Center. And certainly they have the gift wrapping, which is something I tend to use quite a bit there. They do such a great job with that.
Yep, that's guest services, and for a small fee, they'll wrap all your gifts, and you can continue to go shopping and come back and get your gifts.
The one thing I know that a lot of people don't feel comfortable buying on the internet is jewelry. And the one thing about Westland Shopping Centers, they have some great jewelers there. They have a lot of great stuff, and I know they're certainly ready for the holiday season too.
We have some great jewelry stores. We got Benson Jewelers, we got Hutchins, we got J.B. Robinson, we got K Jewelers, and Hutchins Jewelers just down over there by J.C. Penney's. They all have sales on right now.
All right, so there you go. Whether it be diamonds or watches or pendants, they definitely have everything you need. And with that said, I want to talk about a partnership that we've been doing for several years now, and it's part of, it's kind of the end of our Shop and Dine campaign here in the city of Westland. This year on December 15th, Saturday, December 15th, from 10 o'clock to 12 o'clock, we're going to have our annual shopping spree. And this year, the city of Westland, through a partnership with WNIC, we're going to be doing a $5,000 shopping spree at Westland Shopping Center, and that's going to be exciting.
That is going to be exciting. I was here last year and it was only $2,000. This year it's going to be $5,000, and the second place prize, the runner-up, is going to get $1,000. It's just going to be great. I would expect everybody to come out and visit. We're going to have room. We'll make room for everybody. It's just a great experience. The mayor will be out there. Everybody will be out there.
Well, we're definitely looking forward to it. And this year it's a little bit different. In the past, we would ask you to go on the City of Westland's Facebook page to sign up for a chance to win. This year, you're going to have to be at the mall. You're going to have to be there, and it goes from 10 o'clock to 12 o'clock, so you're definitely going to want to be there early. At 10 o'clock, we'll start passing out those tickets, and you have to be there to win. And there's going to be a lot of excitement. Jay Towers, he's just a fun guy from WNIC. They'll have their whole team out there to take it to a whole new level this year. And like you said, $5,000 for first prize, $1,000 shopping spree for the second prize, and I think there's going to be a lot of fun for everybody that day.
Awesome. And we do also have one other giveaway that Auto Accessories, which took over the old Sears Auto Center.
Yeah.
They're going to kick in $500 of an auto repair or
All
accessories if you want. All you have to do is go to guest services and fill out a form, and then they'll be drawing it here eventually. So it's a new tenant that just got here. It belongs to Sears, but he's part of the team.
Well, we appreciate that, and I don't think that we spend enough time talking about that transition, but that was the old Sears Automotive repair behind the mall, and actually a Westland business relocated from Wayne Road in front of the former Kmart building. So by working with you guys, we were actually able to keep this business, and it's a growing business. We were able to keep them in Westland, fill a vacant building, and it opened up the space for U-Haul to turn the former Kmart site into a mobility center. So it's all good stuff, and you heard it there. If you need repairs on your car, and who doesn't this holiday season, you have a chance to win a $500 gift card to have work done on your car. So it's going to be an exciting time. I know the Shop and Dine season's in full glory. Please keep Westland Shopping Center in your thoughts. We always encourage people to shop local, and there's no better place than Westland.
Absolutely.
All right, Gary.
And by the way, Mayor, I did talk to Santa here recently. He's there every day, and he assures me that you're on the nice list.
Oh yeah? Well, I was a little nervous about that, so but I appreciate that. So hopefully my wife is watching this, and when I said earlier at those jewelry stores, they got some great watches there. So hopefully Santa will take a look at those watches.
I hope to see you all there.
All right. Well, thanks, Gary. We're going to take a break now. We're going to move some things around the studio. When we come back, Phil Kassa from Heartland Marketplace is going to be here with some tasty holiday treats on display. We'll be right back.
Well, Thomas, you've got pre-diabetes. But with more exercise and a change in diet, it can be reversed.
I've tried exercising. It just makes me hungry for bacon.
I love bacon, too. And who really likes to exercise?
Not me.
Me neither.
Nobody. So we're good?
What? Oh, you still have pre-diabetes. big time.
Whether you're invited to a holiday party or hosting one yourself, one of Westland's own markets offers a variety of catering ideas. Phil Kassa, the co-owner of Heartland Marketplace, is with us now with some taste of the season. So, Phil, we've got a heck of a spread here in front of us, and the holiday season often means a lot of parties. So, I know Heartland Market specializes in getting you ready for a holiday party. So, what did you bring here today?
We got some chicken party wings that come in sweet and sour, plain, and barbecue. We got the nibbler tray, which is just cubes of meats and cheeses, and comes with some crackers. We got a little dessert tray with some cannolis, Napoleons, strawberries, and then we have some Middle Eastern pastries made by Shatila Bakery. All
right, well, I got to tell you, you guys can't smell this at home, but when we come in the studio, man, you can smell those party wings. So I've got it. Those buffalo ones are talking, or the barbecue ones. Yep. So tell me a little bit about these barbecue wings. What type of barbecue sauce do you use?
We use a Sweet Baby Ray's barbecue sauce on them, and that's the best-selling party tray that we make at our store.
I can see why. So Sweet Baby Ray's, you can't go wrong with that. So they got some sweet and sour.
Yeah, we have
wings
sweet and
too?
sour also.
It's a little bit different.
Yep. So those are pretty good. So.
And obviously the cheese and meat tray, that's a staple for every party. And I know that a lot of these that you actually already have made up in the store, so they're easy to get and come in and grab them. But if you have a party, like say you got a big party, what time frame do you need to put these together?
We usually need about a 48-hour notice when we make the trays. Some of them we have already, they're pre-made, but they want anything special, about a 48-hour notice.
Okay. So besides what we see here today, are there any other type of trays that you can put together?
Yes, we have a brochure that's in the store, and we have probably about 20 different trays or platters that they make throughout the day or based on your orders, and that's basically it.
All right. Well, let me ask you the question. I mean, is there such the thing as your party's too small or your party's too large?
They can make pretty much whatever you want.
Okay. So what about, I can tell you one of the things is that my wife and I struggle with sometimes is putting together a menu. We're not experts in this stuff, but we kind of know what we like to eat. But do you have anybody on staff that can help us maybe plan out a party?
Yeah, our deli specialists pretty much can do it, especially our managers. They're the ones that help most of the customers out. If you're asking me, I wouldn't know.
Well, I can tell you the baklava looks incredible, and those cannolis. If you like cannolis, they definitely. We're gonna try those before we leave, just so you know. You're gonna go back with one less cannoli at least.
Well, they're yours, yours and your staff. So
I think the studio crew here is eyeing those babies too.
Yep.
But Heartland Market, you guys really do a great job. You're independently owned. A lot of people may not know that name, but they've been here for a while. They're right on the corner of Wildwood and Ford Road. I love to shop there because you've got everything that all the major chains have, and the lines are a lot quicker. You can get in and out of there, and but you also have a lot of baked goods too. And I know you don't bake those at the Westland shop, but you actually have a bakery, so you can order a lot of things in Westland and come back and pick it up. You want to talk about that?
Yeah. Most of our bakery items come from one of our other locations where we do all our baking for all our stores. And if people want special orders, we place it in, and within 48 hours, we can have it at the store.
Well, I've had some Westland residents tell me that they've had some wonderful cakes, birthday cakes, anniversary cakes. Yes. So I don't know if you have a secret bakery somewhere that you're not telling us about, or
no, our baker graduated from Schoolcraft College, and she does a pretty good job. We hired her about 4 years ago, and she's really turned things around in our bakery department.
Well, very good. So we appreciate Heartland Market. Phil actually just helped us out just recently on acquiring some hams and some turkeys for a Thanksgiving giveaway we gave for veterans, and I think we're going to do more of that for veterans with the holiday season approaching. So we appreciate that.
No, you're welcome. I mean, we are part of the neighborhood, and we just feel we need to give back to our community.
All right. Well, what else do we need to know about Heartland Market?
Other than we're a neighborhood store and we're family owned, based in Michigan, and we're here to serve you.
Well, we appreciate that, and we appreciate the jobs you offer. I know that when I shop there, I see a lot of friendly neighborhood faces. So you guys really, truly are part of the neighborhood. So
I appreciate it.
all right.
Okay.
Well, you guys see it. If you're planning a party, you definitely want to talk with the folks down at Heartland Market. We want to thank Phil. We also want to thank Gary Thomas from the Westland Shopping Center and the Westland Economic Development Director, Charles House, who are my guests here today. We hope we shared with you some ideas to make your holiday season merry and bright. So whether you celebrate Christmas, Hanukkah, or Kwanzaa, we wish you all a blessed and cheerful holiday and a great and prosperous 2019. Thanks for watching.